Hey guys, my name is Cityek and welcome back to episode 4 of FarmTown here in City Skylines, where last episode boys, we built or kind of rearranged our new industrial area, because this area produces, well, some of the factories produce the raw product from our farms into a greater product that we can export for even more money. Now, last episode went really well. I managed to unlock vegetable farming, and we're pretty much gearing ourselves up for implementing a train station within the town as well. So within our production, I now have this beautiful huge surplus of grain, livestock and vegetable. And because we've got such a huge kind of surplus, it means that I can now place down more factories, and those factories can use those goods, as you can see here, with beverages and with food, to create a surplus of beverages and food. Now, we're not far off having a surplus of convenience food, and hopefully we can kind of unlock the textile farming as well this episode, which would be really good too. But it's all working. We've discovered that if you really truly, invest and focus on one type of industry, you can then grow that industry, and it can really help your town's economy. Now, today, we've got a lot of stuff that we need to get all up and running. I have to kind of create and implement the cargo train line for the imports and exports, and the passenger train line as well. Now, we do have moments, I would say it's not too bad right now, but it does look like it's going to start backing up very soon, where the vehicle traffic can be a little bit overwhelming for our small little bypass highway that kind of tears through the town. So I'm hoping with the implementation of the cargo line and the passenger line, it just eases the burden slightly. Who knows? We'll find out. But the big problem is, right, I need to run the train line outside of the region. Now, when it comes to the tiles right now, I can only go as far as here. But if I wanted to run a train line directly through here, I need to then pay for 10 tiles. I currently have 0. So we need to level up 2 times. Which we're not far from leveling up right now, which gives us 8, and the next one will give us 9. So, yeah, it shouldn't be too hard, it shouldn't be too difficult. So, but at least we can plan out our train line in its entirety. So, in City Skylines 2, boys, we've got to do a few things before we can implement that. And before we do, if you are enjoying this little series right now of FarmTown, make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when more episodes do come out. But we need to implement the railway yard, which is just here right now, the rail yard, which I can use this to also utilize and run the main line through it. Now, I'm not too sure in which way to kind of do it. I might just kind of just straight up implement it here and let it do what it's got to do. Like if I dropped it, I could slightly stagger it on this junction there, because it's a little bit of a dead area anyway, and it'll give us a little bit of space then to allow the main line to run down and allow the cargo line to turn out and connect to it. And that main line will also run through here to a passenger train station as well. Now, the passenger train station, that could in reality, I mean, it all depends on how far I push this up. So like, for example, if I ran this just to there for just a moment, and our passenger train station, it's almost like you need it pushed back slightly if you want it to be in the same alignment. In the same alignment as this road. Or I can make it kind of bend down and in. I feel like I might make it bend up by 1 more. Or I can implement it here as well and it can come down. I've got too many decisions right now, don't I? I've got too many decisions. Now, if I want to buy a one... Well, I have to do it this way, won't I? Right. Oh, it's not going to work out, this, is it? Hold on. Oh, I'm on bend mode. Maybe that's why it's not working. Right, can you stop connecting to this, please? You're slightly throwing off my connection. Right, 112, and then a 112. I'm wondering if it's just worth it connecting it to, like, for example, this. If I kind of make it slightly bend up to there. Now, I feel like I want it on the one behind the school. Because that's more going to be centralized to the town. It's on the outskirts of the town slightly, but it's going to be within walking distance. and it will kind of help them out when we get, you know, if we implemented taxis and stuff like that. So if I drop this in here, for example, now we've just got to create a continuous bend or a complex curve to get these now all connected. So double train tracks, complex curve, we'll go from there. So running down to there is roughly about a 5, so I'll go 260-ish, so 262-ish for, yeah, we'll go to like that. And then that snaps there, so I slip like that and then continue down. That is the perfect little bend and wind. Now, the road can cut through. I kind of want the road to go through the train tracks. I want that like, you know, that vibe where, you know, vehicle traffic has to stop for this country train line running through. Oh, I've just realised that's not even on the right. It's not even implemented on the right one. Whoops. It's got to go on this one. So, bam. Where is it? It's just there. Bam. Bam. And then we just got to run all the rest of the train line tracks into this as well. So if I come out, let's say, bam, bam, or do I do it this way? Bam. It's too much to ask for, that is, isn't it? Yeah, it gets a little bit difficult when you're trying to kind of create something looking pretty nice. You can do it like this. I can bring that down, bam, and then bam. How does that look? It can look a little bit funky at times. That's the problem. But that all kind of comes together as one there. So that works. Now, unfortunately, I can't go out that way because I need to go out this way. Solely because this is where the cargo train's going to run out that way. So for now, it's just going to be utilized as an end route. Eventually, when I can unlock more tiles, I'll make the passenger line go both ends. So it'll be a completely through line of the area. So just so I know what I'm doing with this, I'm just going to pump this up to there for now. And then we know we're going to be continuing out. So the main line here, we're going to run this down. And I'm going to run it to just there. Because we also then need to figure out the bridge in which we create to get over and out of the area, as you know, that way too. So if I do the complex curve on this as well, so if I go, so that's a 322, $326. I'll roll with that. That will work. So that kind of continues out there. Is that a little bit too close though for this? How does a road look as it passes through? It ain't too bad, to be honest with you. It ain't too bad. Because that's obviously going to kind of cut through as well. I really like the idea of the train lines going through the roads and then the vehicles having to stop for it. I love that idea about it. And that all runs out smoothly. So, in reality, we're pretty much good to go. I just need to get the tiles unlocked. So I'm going to have to readjust again for the 10th gazillionth time my wind turbines. But let's first sort out the rest of these train tracks. So let's see. I mean, the annoying bit of these is, I'm about to say, I have to use the one-way system, but I kind of don't have to use it. Alright, bring that ish to there. So 102. That'll work. And I don't know whether to kind of match it on this side. So that kind of matches it both sides now. And we just got to do this side next. So I'm going to have to rejig slightly all of them. I don't know whether to kind of keep that like that. As the rail yard. Yeah, it will be fine. It will be fine. So let's just slightly readjust these then. So I'll pause for a second. I don't want to oof too much of the town. Now it's reducing 270 odd there. So it's going to be a little bit lower over in this area. As it gets near the water. So I'll throw that one there for just a moment. We'll have to readjust this one. Now, can I throw this one over there? Yeah, it'll probably produce more power being over here anyway. And then get you connected up to there. You just connected up to here for now. And then we'll delete the old ones. We'll delete these old ones there and there. And back into play mode. That should be enough right now where you don't notice it. I don't think I like this, how it bends out. If I'm completely honest with you on these train tracks. Do I have to get them implemented on that side? I mean, I can't see us needing that many trains to begin with. But I'll see. We'll see right now. So if I ran... I wonder if I can just make this run in. It's just not going to work, that. It's just not going to work. So what if I go with the complex again? And then we'll get this first to go to here. So that all runs in that way. I'll see. If I've got to connect it up, I've got to connect it up. Because sometimes you can kind of slightly get away with it. You can slightly get away with it. Now, the only problem is, that's as far as I can pretty much go for now. And that is as far as I can pretty much go until I've unlocked the region tiles. So while we wait for that to now pretty much happen, is there anything else we can kind of implement to the city? Well, it's not a city, it's a town, Seniac. It's a town, you fool. We'll see. We'll see if we can kind of slightly grow the population a little bit. So we'll get in some of this row housing style. And we can do some low density residential as well. And we'll throw this all the way up to there. So that will grow a bunch of that stuff. Then we'll get a little bit of XP for building that stuff. But how far are we off right now? We are, oh, so close. We are actually pretty close right now. Is there any development points I can kind of spend to maybe get some stuff on the go? Not a college. Road stuff. You know, I'll unlock roundabouts. We'll get some advanced road services as well. And we'll get some... Do we get some parking areas? I get some parking areas set up too. All that stuff will be kind of handy for us. And I know we're going to have a car... I know we've got a car park over here because we can build onto it. Extra platforms. Taxi stop and subway entrance. It's already got a car park implemented, but I'll add in the station services. That will kind of help us out. And you can build onto this as well. I can add an extra track, which I'm not going to do. Or I can add a warehouse in, which is a little bit too big for me at the moment. A little bit too big for your boys' boots. But yeah, parking. Is it worth getting additional parking in? Parking lot. Let me see if I kind of extend this road further down. Oh, that's going to connect into there, isn't it? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, we've unlocked now a couple of tiles. Right, run you in that way. There we go. So that's going to pass through that side. And then we'll make this one being the pass through on this side. Oh, I love that. I just like the idea of it having to cross over the train tracks. It's kind of good, isn't it? Right, let's see how many times. Oh, we've only unlocked 6. Wait, was it 6? I thought it was going to unlock 9 or 8. Am I stupid or something? 8. So why does it say 6 then? Oh, I don't know. But I know I want it to run down here. So that is 6. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Potentially that one, depending on how I bring the bridge in. Right, okay. So how many XP do we need? So what do we actually unlock then? Oh, textile fiber farming. Okay, we'll get some of that in. I need 11,000 more XP. Sounds a lot, but it should be quite easy to kind of get all that. Right, let's get some textile fiber farming down. Right, we'll go a little bit fiber farming crazy next. Right, run this way first. All the way down. There we go. So let's just kind of confirm this real quick, and then we'll just kind of then sort the edges out. Right, that one's then done. We'll get another one now in. So these are just generic rectangles I'm now building here. Nothing too crazy, and also nothing too difficult. Then we'll go for another one. Just there. So hopefully we then start to get a little bit of a surplus on textiles. And it might then start producing the clothing or whatever it is that it produces. We'll get one in here. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Shabam, labam, pow. So that's 5 of those textile fiber farming stuff now. Yeah. Now, although this is the main town area, I do want to build like some smaller settlements dotted around, because this is the main section right now. And I might do like a small little town around here somewhere, so it kind of like has some more localized workers. But I will eventually get public transport set up too. Right. Oh, the trees are turning brown. It's about to be autumn or fall. Not fall, like fall. Like autumn, fall. Hilarious, Aniak. Right, so that gave us a few. We now need 10. So we basically got an extra 1,000 XP from doing all that there. That's pretty good. So in terms of production then, we've got a very, very slight surplus of cotton, I should say. Okay. So let's see what I can do over here right now to maybe make some bigger farms. So if I run... Right, I've got to figure out the best place to run this down. So if I ran this going down to here... I'm just kind of hoping that this is a large enough radius to... Yes. Okay, it's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'm now going to run all this going further down. So we're just extending the farming. Extending the farming. Okay, it doesn't all have to match up perfectly. And we'll fill a little bit more in here right now, the textile stuff. So, was it true to give me like 2? Let me see how much XP you get from building one of these. So, let's get that nicely centered. And let's go around the edges real quick. I want to see how much XP you get from building one of these farms. Ooh. Right, I'm going to reposition this now. It was so close to being there. Right, there we go. Do you know what we should also do as well? We should check the lives of the residents that we're following and see what they're getting up to now. I think we should check in with them. So build this. Did it do anything? Did it already pop up and I didn't even realize? I think it might do. I think it might have done. Right, throw you all in. Right, that is a few bigger farming areas right now for the textiles. So that should work out in our favour slightly. Now, they are complaining about lack of entertainment. So before I check out how they're all doing, the current ones I've got in, let's add a few little parks and stuff in here and there. So what we got over here then? A small plaza, a small playground. I'm going to throw in near the school. We've got a dog park I can kind of throw in just slightly out of the way. Maybe up here somewhere. Dog park. We have a campfire site. Don't need that at the moment. We got a small little playground. Is it a playground? No, small park. And then where's the plaza? The small plaza. I'll implement just here. Just behind the commercial. So, it won't do much, but hopefully it does give us a little bit more entertainment opportunities for now. For our citizens to be a little bit happier. Right, how much XP do I need to get right now? We still need to get quite a bit. Yeah, we still need to get quite a bit. So what's going to be the best way for me to do this? What would be the best way to kind of gain a little bit more XP a bit quicker? How much is, like, for example, like a large car park? I don't want to pull it in. I just want to see what happens. Oh, 150 XP. Because I'm thinking about dropping a few stuff down like this. Hold on. Right, to gain XP. But that's only really giving me 400 XP. You know what I mean? It hasn't really done much for me in that sense. So, well, if we implement a telecom service, what does this do to us? 100 XP as well. So maybe just kind of build stuff that will benefit us. So having a telecom tower just there. I like the idea of having a telecom tower just there. You drive past it as you enter the town. It doesn't really have much of a radius, though. I could have a second one just here. And then have one just here as they're, you know, exiting. So, a couple of telecom towers. Don't do amazing work for us, but I'll take the little bit of a benefit. We're so close to doing this. We're going to find something. Oh, garbage. Ah. Now, I could drop a landfill site in. So, if I just dropped it in, for example, here. Now, I don't have much space to work with. Oh, we're going this way first. So I won't push it too far. We'll kind of go on a diagonal. Now it's just something that I can implement to give us a city service. And at the same time, a little bit of XP. So how far are we off now anyway? We are now 6, 7, 8,000. Okay. So do we need any more schools? We are going to be reaching the capacity soon, but I can just as easy implement this. Gives us 60 XP. Bigger capacity there. Water availability. Okay, this is our next one. So where am I pumping water from? These little water towers, aren't I? Right, we'll have to implement some groundwater pumping. I mean, I've got to do sewage as well, don't I? I don't like the idea of the sewage that I'm implementing. There's not a fat lot I can do right now. So that will sort out the sewage. Water availability. There's not upgrades you can do to... Oh, there is upgrades. Oh, a viewing deck. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll implement a viewing deck. Did I do it on this one? I already did it on that one. Okay, we've got viewing decks, boys. Oh, I can put water towers in the farming areas. So I might save this little bit here. Or is there any groundwater pumping? Oh, it's over there. Okay, we'll just stick to water towers first. I might save this little area here to do some stuff with. 150 XP, and that will give us a little bit more water availability. Now, power-wise, we are going to have to sort something out. So I don't know whether it's time for us to kind of bite the bullet and get like a bigger style of power. Gas plant. Oh, coal plant, geothermal, electrical. We're going to have to go for one of these. We really are. Right, we'll go gas first. And let's see how big these buildings actually are. Okay, that's quite big. I can pull it, to be honest with you, I can pull it all the way over here, though. Right, let's see how far... Which road here are we getting to connect over? I know we're going to be utilising this one. So I'll bring that one up. And is it going to be this one? Okay, we'll implement this one as well. So what I'll do is I'll get to about there and just kind of go slightly across. And then we'll spend some serious cash right now, which will give us 1,000 XP into implementing the gas power plant. Now that should give us enough power for a considerable amount of time until we can get a better format set up for it. So if I put the gas power plant there, it's quite a big power plant for the city, but we'll go with it for now. So bringing this up and out and round. Right, have that go around there just for just a moment. And it needs water. Oh! Okay. So it needs a lot more water. Oh, snap. Okay, it needs a lot more water. We're going to have to implement a few more water towers. I don't mind putting the water towers in the farming area because it feels like it should be there. You know what I mean? It feels like it should be within it. Now, I've got to connect that up for outside the region so we can export, or, you know, the surplus that we have. But is that now enough that I could get rid of the wind turbines? It should be, shouldn't it? Yeah. So delete you. Just so I know what space I've got available to work with. I'm so sorry, guys, but you're now all gone. You're now all gone. But this is not, again, I'm trying to gain more XP. So I need to kind of pull out the big guns in just a minute and build more stuff. Right, okay. So how many XP are we now off? We're currently on the milestone. We're currently at 456,000. Okay, we've put a huge dent in. We've done pretty much half the XP needed. Right. Now, any other signature buildings? We do have the ability to put down the Rock Mansion and the... Oh, how high? How tall is that building? I can put that signature building right on the end. It'll give us 300 XP. And the Rock Musician Mansion. I'm not sure where to implement it, but I feel like round here might be a good idea. We can throw it in just there. Right. Again, more sweet little XP that we've now just gained. Now, how is the policing? Oh, do you know what we should do, actually? Taxis. I won't do a bus route yet, because I want to kind of spend some time dedicated on doing it. But I will place down a taxi depot to kind of help us out. So I'll place the taxi depot down just next door to the train, the passenger train station, and we'll add in a couple extra taxi garage extensions for more vehicles. I'll add a dispatch center to it as well, so people can get taxis from wherever in the city or in the town. Very nice, very nice. And where are we at now then? Oh, we're getting close. We're nearly 4,000 away. We are nearly 4,000 away. So policing's okay, right? Yes. Fire service, yes. Schooling for now is okay. Garbage is okay. Well, not really. What my garbage is versus what my processing status is not really that good. Medical. Ooh, okay. We could probably do with upgrading the medical slightly. Is it an extension for more patients or ambulance, or do you reckon I just need a second medical facility in the area in general? We'll implement a second one in. That will give us a little bit more coverage. I don't mind spending the money to kind of up our services. You know, at least I know that the XP is going in the right direction. So I could drop down some landmarks, but these landmarks are going to be expensive. But they'll provide me with all the XP that I need. But I can't go down that road. A high school is a high school is 500 XP. 1, 2, 3. But then delete them. I mean, granted, I don't get all my money back that I'm spending on it, but it's enough. It's enough that I don't notice too much of a difference. And how much XP are we now away? Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Okay. Right, let me just check my surpluses. So textile is looking pretty good. Vegetable is still slightly slacking, so I'm going to get a few more vegetable farms down. And I reckon that is then all I need to implement. I reckon that's all I need to implement, and I should be able to then buy my remaining tiles. It's quite exciting now, isn't it? It's like we've got ourselves a little bit of a challenge, and I'm loving it. Whoopsie. It is like we've got ourselves a little bit of a challenge right now, and I'm just loving this. It's so good. Well, bam, bam, bam. Now, obviously, that's not going to be enough to do anything just yet. But we're now less than 1,000 experience points away. Right. Let me spend some development points. And we can unlock some park maintenance. We'll also unlock... We already have the road maintenance unlocked by default anyway, don't we? So maybe I should implement that building. Yeah. Which... I'll throw this in. Because it's so awkward around where the train line stuff is in. I can implement that building just there. And I can add an extension to it. But I don't think I need that many vehicles on it. And I did unlock... What else did I unlock then? Park maintenance. So where does that fall under? Park maintenance building. And I'll maybe throw this on this little corner over here. Now this in itself also has a garage extension and supply storage as well. So we can store more goods there. Right, we're now really close, right? We've got to be really close from getting those last few experience points. We are. Right, okay, so hopefully they'll come in shortly, but let's just check the lives. Oh no, we're missing some citizens. They must have left the area. She's currently idling right now. Well, this new job is amazing. Scored my dream job. She changes jobs quite often. In the space of a month, she changed her job again. And then M is just happy doing nothing. I don't think it's been enough time to kind of follow their lives fully just yet. I don't think it's been truly enough time. Right, we are now so close. Oh, so close right now. Now, implementing them is 80 XP. So I'm going to get some taxi shelters in. I'll get in one there. We'll implement in one. Wait, we can implement the taxi rank or taxi stop here as well, can't we? Yeah. And we'll dot a few down. Couple of shelters in. Oh, there we go. I just accidentally pressed cancel on that. But I can now buy the map tile. So I'm going to buy these. Oh, not like that, boy. And I'll buy that one. I can get the wiggle on to pass over. And that is 5 in total. Oh, it's happening, boys. It's happening. So train line, we will then take straight out of the area. So what we'll do, we'll run this. Snap to there. Now we're just going to sort out the bridge. We're just going to sort out the bridge. Now is 20 high enough? Yes. Is 10 high enough? 10 is also high enough here. So how do I want to do this? So that's going to run straight to there. Look how far the traffic's kind of back-tailing as well. So for now, we'll just run this in a straight line. So we'll get to there. And, I mean, you can also stay at that level, but I will bring it up slightly. To there. And then we're going to want to almost run the train line. Right, I don't know if it's worth doing the bend on this. Because that works gloriously. So until I can buy more tiles, this is just how it will be for now. Straight out of the area. Oh, this is exciting, boys. So we can now implement then. We'll first start with a cargo rail route. So that will go from there. Let me pause for a second. All the way to here. And then back out again. So until we've got more tiles purchased, I'll also then set up additional directions. So eventually we'll be able to obviously go out that area as well. But for now, they can only go in one direction. Now, we're not going to need exuberant amounts of trains. So we'll sort out the cargo route first. And it has... We'll only give it one train to begin with. Passenger line. We'll also give this, if possible, one train. Now, we're just now hoping that it can spawn from the rail yard. So there's our passenger train. There's our cargo train. So they spawn beautifully, no issues. So that will go out of the region first before coming back. And, I mean, they're already starting to store goods over here anyway. So we'll be able to export straight away when we need to. Right, let me see if I can do little tweaks here and there right now. So, little car parks, can we get them in? You know, can these big buildings that we can't really do much with? How big is that? We're going to miss out somewhere anyway. So we'll get a nice, small little car park there. We'll see how we get on with that. Oh, that will fit here. Perfect. We'll get in one just there. And then what else have we got to play around with? Oh, little car park just there. Any ones that are slightly larger? Not too big. That won't work. I'll just throw those in for now and just see how filled up they do become. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. So what I'm most interested in right now is cargo trains. The cargo train coming in already has goods on board. Yikes. And I wonder how much is going to change the vehicle traffic situation. So this is about to come in shortly. Here we go. Now, he does have on board local mail. That's an important one since we've got the post office implemented. But the fact that it's importing textiles and food and stuff like that, considering it's something that we make ourselves, is very interesting. But it's not exporting anything just yet. Right. Now, we have the tiniest bit of demand for industrial. So I'll zone that little strip there and see how we get on. It's not really going to build itself just yet. We don't really have that demand. But we can implement more residential. So bring you down to there. Cover all that up. Okay. And any of the low density residential can be squeezed in. None of it wants to go around this area, which is a shame, really. They don't want to build there either. Okay. Fair enough. So if I implemented a nice little section here, that will all build up. And if I went the whole distance there, so we got contrasting angles right now on that. Contrasting angles. Right. Looking very good. Looking very good. So where's the cargo train next then? Right, here it is again, the cargo train. And it's got beverages, vegetables, textiles on. It's bringing a lot of stuff in that we kind of produce ourselves. But then again, livestock's taking a huge dip in the surplus area. And, oh wow, we've now got a surplus. Oh, we've got a surplus for everything farming related. That's crazy. We've got to work on the numbers though, because we need to kind of up them slightly. But that's crazy and pretty cool to see all at the same time. But yeah, we'll keep focusing on trying to level up anyway. We've now got the train lines implemented, so at least we've got some cargo coming in and out. That's if they choose to export it anyway, but we do have a huge surplus, so hopefully they are going to be exporting it. When we check our exports in general anyway, you can see that our biggest exporter right now is food, cotton, convenience food. The top 3 are all farming industry related. Then we've got vegetables, grain, beverages, and textiles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the top 10 exports are farming related. That's really good to see, isn't it? It is really good to see. But the town is looking ever so busy now, isn't it? How are the car parks looking? So there's one I implemented. Where are all the car parks I implemented? Oh, okay. I see. That one there, which is pretty much full. That one there, which is getting pretty busy. I've got this one over here. But we could do with some more. Overground car parking. Is that way too big? I mean, it holds up to... I actually don't know how many vehicles it can hold. But I can maybe implement... a little car park there as well. And one there for the workers over on this side. So it's going to encourage people utilizing vehicles anyway with the parking ability. But, you know, we've got to think of something on how we can do public transport. I've got taxis in. Don't get me wrong, they're working amazingly. 1,000 citizens a month using them. And I've got train line currently in. But in reality, what type of public transport should we do throughout the town in general? I'm thinking buses might be the best option. There's no point doing a subway or trams. It just doesn't make sense. So I think buses will be the option, right? It would be the most logical way to go forward. Yeah. Okay, pretty interesting. So it's looking pretty good then. Have we got another cargo train? We'll check the cargo train for the final time before we end today's episode. So is that the cargo train? That is the passenger train. I think it might be waiting for the cargo train to come out. Unless I've gone past it and didn't realize it. No, it definitely is waiting for the cargo train. There's the cargo train right now. So it's bringing in coal, crude oil. So now all the stuff it's bringing in is nothing farming related. So I think it's now got the goods it requires and needs. And I just want to know if it actually is exporting anything just yet. It could be a case of no, it's not exporting, or the exports are going out via truck. But it will be quite interesting to see if I can maybe start getting the trains to export our goods. So here it is. Vehicles having to stop for it. That's what I like to see. And I don't think it's going to export anything just yet. Will it? Won't it? Who knows? I don't think it will. I don't think we're producing enough just yet. I don't think we're producing enough at all. But it's something that we're going to work on. But then again, it does kind of make sense. So my production, I've now got a deficit of livestock. So we've got to get back to building farms, boys. We truly do need to get back to building farms. Interesting. So we'll end it for here, guys. FarmTown is truly now expanding and looking bigger and better than it ever has done before. If you did enjoy this episode, guys, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.